I have a piece of glass over here, and I don't have a piece of glass there. And I have this piece of glass here, but all we have really over here is the fake news, right? And to get me, somebody would have to shoot through the fake news, and I don't mind that so much, because I don't mind that.
Yes, you heard that correctly. Donald Trump said to get me, somebody would have to shoot through the fake news, and I don't mind that so much. I don't mind. This is a dangerous man calling for violence against the media, but you know who else was okay with the media being imprisoned and executed? That's right, Donald Trump's favorite idol, Adolf Hitler. Donald Trump's extremely dangerous and violent rhetoric is aimed at the same media who has tried to sanewash him throughout this whole election. I mean, holy shit, even after he said it, the New York Times still tried to sanewash his rhetoric by tweeting, he also joked about reporters being shot. Donald Trump was not joking. When Donald Trump talks about Hannibal Lecter or migrants eating cats and dogs or threatening to use the government against us American citizens, calling us the enemy from within, the media just doesn't take him seriously.
I feel like I'm taking crazy pills!
As Maya Angelou said, when someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. And at this point, we are way past the first time here, folks.
If you are black or Latino, and you feel like too often your community is overlooked by politicians except during election time, I get how you feel. But why would you think the answer is to vote for someone who has a long history of demeaning and disregarding your communities, whose family business was sued for not renting to folks that look like you, who cannot apparently understand how an NBA superstar could be both Greek and black, who suggests any Mexican crossing the border is a criminal and a rapist, who spreads ridiculous fantasies that Haitians are eating people's pets, who just this past week arranged for one of his supporters to tell jokes about black people eating watermelon and Puerto Rico being an island of garbage right there on stage at Madison Square Garden. Do you think that's somebody who's going to look out for you?
He's literally been saying the quiet part out loud this whole campaign, and the media has failed to hold him accountable. They were so focused on President Biden's age that they let the 78-year-old senile racist just cruise on by. This is not only a failure of journalism, but it's also a form of misinformation that poses severe risks to democracy. But don't worry, I'm sure MAGA will say that Trump was being sarcastic or that we all took his threats the wrong way. I'm sorry, what's that? You gotta be kidding me. Well, it happened. Trump campaign spokesperson Stephen Chung released an official statement trying to excuse Trump's dangerously unhinged statement. President Trump was brilliantly talking about the 2 assassination attempts on his own life, including one that came within 1/4 of an inch from killing him, something that the media constantly talks and jokes about. The president's statement about protective glass placement has nothing to do with the media being harmed or anything else. It was about threats against him that were spurred on by dangerous rhetoric from Democrats. In fact, President Trump was stating that the media was in danger and that they were protecting him and therefore were in great danger themselves and should have a glass protective shield also. There can be no other interpretation of what was said. He was actually looking out for their welfare far more than his own. Oh, Trump was saying that the media was in danger and he was actually trying to protect them?
Sure, Jan.
Trump literally said,
to get me, somebody would have to shoot through the fake news, and I don't mind that so much.
Which is the complete opposite of what Stephen Chung said in his press release. The president's statement about protective glass placement has nothing to do with the media being harmed or anything else. Trump was stating that the media was in danger and that they were protecting him and therefore were in great danger themselves and should have had a protective glass shield. The gaslighting by the Trump campaign right now is fucking insane. No matter how much MAGA and the Trump campaign try to rewrite what Trump said, they can't. I heard it, you heard it, and MAGA definitely heard it as a call to arms against the media. Just like in 2020 when Trump told the Proud Boys to stand back and stand by.
What do you want to call them? Give me a name. Give me a
white
name.
Supremacists and
who would
white
you like me to condemn?
White supremacists and right
Proud
militia.
Boys, stand back and stand by.
They were 5 simple words that would cause Proud Boys membership to triple and lead to them and others storming the Capitol on January 6th. It is important to point out that Trump's threatening rhetoric is a call to violence, the same type of rhetoric that led to a violent attack on the Capitol.
And we fight We fight like hell. And if you don't fight like hell, you're not going to have a country anymore. And we're going to the Capitol, and we're going to try and give. The Democrats are hopeless. They're never voting for anything. Not even one vote. But we're going to try and give our Republicans, the weak ones, because the strong ones don't need any of our help. We're going to try and give them the kind of pride and boldness that they need to take back our country.
Multiple capital injuries. Multiple capital injuries.
And most recently, Trump embraced that violent rhetoric, suggesting that Liz Cheney should have guns trained on her face.
She's a radical war hawk. Let's put her with a rifle standing there with 9 barrels shooting at her, okay? Let's see how she feels about it. You know, when the guns are trained on her face. You know, they're all war hawks when they're sitting in Washington in a nice building saying, oh, gee, let's send 10,000 troops right into the mouth of the enemy.
Liz Cheney responded by tweeting, "This is how dictators destroy free nations. They threaten those who speak against them with death. We cannot entrust our country and our freedom to a petty, vindictive, cruel, unstable man who wants to be a tyrant. This man should not be anywhere near the Oval Office. He told us who he was before, and he's telling us again. Donald Trump is constantly attacking us and tearing us down. That is not a president. That is a wannabe dictator. We need a president who is going to lift us up. Someone like Kamala Harris." And speaking of lifting things up, I want to quickly thank today's sponsor, Uplift Desk. I spend most of my day in front of a screen and a microphone, and this used to mean I spent a lot of my days sitting. The research on sitting for long periods has been linked with various conditions such as poor heart health, bad posture, diabetes, and the list goes on. This is why I love Uplift Desk and their ergonomic desks and chairs. A standing desk can help lower your risk of disease, improve your mood and focus, boost productivity, and increase your energy. Nothing impacts my workflow more than the environment that surrounds me. That's why I'm excited to tell you about this episode's sponsor, Uplift Desk, creators of office furniture designed to help you work better and live healthier. I use my Uplift Desk every day when I'm researching, writing, filming, and editing new episodes. Standing while I work helps me get the creative juices flowing. It helps me focus and stay productive. I'm way more alert when I'm using my standing desk, and I have more energy. The option to move while I work helps promote better circulation, which can reduce all types of different health risks and repetitive strains. I use Uplift Desk because it's rock solid, it's completely stable. It is built to last, and you can tell based on the very solid materials. Uplift Desk helps you build your custom dream desk by choosing from over 100 desktop choices and hundreds of accessories. A desk should fit the user, which is why Uplift Desk has a lot of customization options. Their desk configurator will help you build out a complete workstation with storage, seating, wire management, you name it. I was able to build my dream desk in less than 10 minutes. I went with a Saman butcher block top, bamboo motion X-board, and a desk organizer set. We've got a special deal, and it's exclusive to our audience. When you visit our link at upliftdesk.com/Gabe, you're gonna get 4 free accessories, free returns with free shipping, and an industry-leading 15-year warranty that covers the entire desk, plus an extra discount off your entire order. That's upliftdesk.com/Gabe for a special offer, and it's only available with our link. Work better, live healthier with Uplift Desk.
Throughout the last nearly 10 years, with Trump on the national stage, the public rhetoric has gotten darker and more violent with time.
The man that was I don't know, you say roughed up. He was so obnoxious and so loud. He was screaming. Maybe he should have been roughed up because it was absolutely disgusting what he was doing.
That was during Trump's first campaign. During his administration, he asked his national security team if he could shoot protesters.
He was speaking to General Mark Milley when he asked that question of, can't you just shoot him in the legs or something? And I was, shocked by it, to hear this from the President of the United States saying that we shoot our fellow Americans in the streets of the nation's capital.
That was Donald Trump's former defense secretary, Mark Esper. After Trump left office, he suggested the former chairman of the Joint Chiefs, General Mark Milley, should possibly be executed. Milley's phone call with the Chinese to reassure them in the wake of the January 6th riot was, quote, an act so egregious that in times gone by, the punishment would have been death, Trump wrote on his Truth Social platform. Then came his 2024 campaign after actual violence erupted at the Capitol, trying to prevent the certification of Joe Biden's 2020 win.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the horribly and unfairly treated January 6th hostages.
You see the spirit from the hostages, and that's what they are, as hostages. They've been treated terribly. Unbelievable patriots, and they were unbelievable patriots and are.
He called people put in jail for what they did that day, quote, unbelievable patriots. And as the campaign has gone on, he has made these promises.
I am your warrior. I am your justice. And for those who have been wronged and betrayed, I am your retribution. I am your retribution. And 2024 is the final battle. That's going to be the big one.
This is the final battle, he says. He's talking about the election.
The media has failed us this election by either not taking Donald Trump seriously or not taking him seriously until most recently.
We have an opportunity in this election to turn the page on a decade of Donald Trump trying to keep us divided and afraid of each other. We're done with that. We're done. We're exhausted with it. We're done. And we know who he is. We know who he is. He tells us every day. But Charlotte, that's not who we are. That's not who we are. And we know it is time for a new generation of leadership in America. And I am ready to offer that leadership as the next president of the United States of America.
Well, that's a wrap for today. Thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to follow me. I am Gabe Sanchez. If you enjoyed the show, make sure to If you enjoyed the show, make sure to subscribe to the audio version of What Was That? Perfect for when you're on the go or just relaxing. Catch every episode wherever you listen to podcasts. So until next episode, I'm Gabe Sanchez, and this has been What Was That?